remember that a, a long time ago, one influencer post something in Instagram.
About this restaurant?
No. In general, regarding
Oh,
of
different
his
restaurant.
no, regarding of his work, of his job. So he he put a post and say, when you are not famous, but when someone, any hater, is talking about of your business or your job or your performance, man, please, you cannot answer each comment all day because you will be crazy at the end of the day.
Oh, like if it's a bad comment.
Yeah,
he
exactly.
Means, right.
Yeah,
Right.
see, if any hater put, man, your performance it's trash, blah blah blah.
Sucks or you suck.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because there's haters out there, right?
Exactly.
Haters are gonna hate.
So honestly, I thought at that moment, wow. I mean, it's impossible. I mean, I cannot understand why you can affect if someone put a bad comment. Now I can understand perfectly when someone put, oh, it's not a good. It's like a
It's hurts your feelings because it's
Yeah.
food now,
yeah,
it's
and
food.
you cannot
and you're hands on. You're the type of
you
hands on
cannot
business.
delete the comment. You cannot do nothing. I mean, it's like a
No, it's in, and you shouldn't delete that
Yeah.
comment because it's good. The good feedback is good when it's good, and you know you're doing something right, and you believe in what you're doing. Ladies and gentlemen, by the way, I'm here with Mario Martinez.
Mendoza.
I always get the names wrong. You
Yeah,
guys know
no
me.
worries.
Race Flames
M&M.
live here at one of Mario's businesses. We're talking about business. We're talking about entrepreneurship. We're talking about passion on the show all the time. We're here at just one of Mario's businesses. It's called Frida and Diego's Mexican, authentic Mexican restaurant. And we've been sitting here having an amazing chat because Mario comes from a business background.
Mm-hmm.
Mario is a full-on entrepreneur. This is my buddy. He doesn't do just one business. He is multiple business. He comes from a pharmaceutical background
Mm-hmm.
in the Caribbean. Mario, you ran
37 countries.
37 countries,
including the island. So yeah.
all the distribution.
Yeah, distribution. Abbott, it's Abbey, it's another company, but Abbott, it's a pharmaceutical company for formulas.
It's called Avid.
Abbey, yeah, Abbott.
Avid.
I don't know. Well, but the experience was in Central American and Caribbean, controlling the market in all of those countries.
So you were controlling, so what was your main job during that time? It was just controlling marketing specifically, or production?
Yeah, the marketing, negotiating the agreements with all of those countries. Yeah, I mean,
Crazy.
Operating the business in Central America.
So was that a stressful situation? Sounds like, 36 countries. That's pretty stressful.
Yeah, it's very different, you know. So, when I was in the pharmaceutical industry, my biggest challenge was to understand the different cultures in each country, and as attorney, it's impossible to understand everything in each country. It's the same structure, but it's very different.
Different laws, different
laws,
cultures.
different cultures, the people. So honestly, now I think that I have the skills to have the control for my business. One of them, my idol in the business, it's Richard Branson.
Branson.
So,
Virgin Records,
Virgin
Virgin
Group,
Airlines,
yeah.
Virgin Group, everything.
So I remember when someone shared information regarding a Branson, I understood that it's possible to have a different business of different branches.
That's crazy.
You know, it was like, I remember when he opened the Virgin Records,
Yeah.
Virgin Magazine. So
Now now I'm starting to get the picture, dude.
Yeah.
Because I was like, why does he do 36 countries? That's stressful enough. That's crazy.
Yeah.
And it seemed to you, it's all like, oh yeah, that's simple. I need to move on to something else.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
And that's how Richard Branson is.
Because it's a little bit similar. So after that, I opened a business perfume business.
Perfumes?
Yeah, in Guatemala. Unfortunately, after the pandemic, the COVID crisis, it was necessary to close the old
Sales were
stores.
just not
Yeah, yeah,
happening.
yeah.
People weren't going to the
So I'm
stores.
trying to open the brand here in California. It's
The perfume brand? You were trying to bring it over here to
yeah,
California?
Yeah, it's my next goal or target during this year. So I have a business in Mexico, and like a broker of mortgage with the banks.
Oh,
real
brokerage
estate.
business in,
Yeah,
in Mexico.
in Mexico, yeah,
That's
in
another
Mexico.
one. You guys are gonna have to start writing these down. These guys got a lot of businesses. So, the company with the pharmaceuticals, the brokerage business in
Yeah.
Mexico,
And now
and the peripheral.
we are trying to
And now the
to try
restaurants.
with the restaurants.
We're
so.
here at Frida and Diego Restaurant in
Yeah.
Anaheim Hills. Luxurious, beautiful plates. Look at this stuff right here. I'm gonna try this right here. What is this called? Huevos rancheros.
Huevos rancheros, yeah.
They said there's some chorizo in here. Is that true?
Homemade chorizo.
Homemade chorizo.
chorizo. Yeah, it's not that common chorizo that you can find in other places.
I like
It's
the
not
juice.
it's not too heavy. It's not too spicy. It's like it's at the middle point of the
Love the tortilla. Love the flavor of the sauce.
yeah.
Very nice and light. Like this market, it's not so, you can't go crazy around here, right?
Yeah, yeah. Actually, in some cases, the people say, "Really, this is a Mexican? The huevos are rancheros?" Yes, sir. But it's a different presentation. It's a different way to do the dishes. Actually, the previous owner of the business ran the business
It used to be called
for
Casa Rangel.
Yeah, for more than 12 years.
And it was Mexican food?
Yeah, but honestly, the place was when I remember the place. I mean, it's like a flashback to 70s or 80s.
Oh, wow.
So
So it's very like, not modern, very old looking.
yeah, everything.
So, I mean, this place is beautiful. You guys are going to see the pictures. I took a video of this already. It's very modern. Freedom, Diego, everybody knows that. The image is outside. I took a picture of the outside. It looks
Yeah.
fantastic. So you're bringing a more modern edge, more authentic Mexican food. But for this market, it's not like we're in East LA, right? We got to kind of like soften things a little bit. You presented a very beautiful thing here. A nice, almost like cuisine style plating here. Fantastic. I love that.
Do you like it?
Yeah, I like it.
Good.
I like it.
Yeah. So this is regarding of
And
the.
I'm gonna keep eating, by the way. Keep going. Keep going.
Okay, yeah. Regarding of the challenge of the market.
Yes.
This is one of the most important. Our 90% of our clients are are American people. So it's not a problem. It's only a challenge because if any Mexican guy come here to try our dishes, in some cases they can say, it's not a real Mexican food, but
Yeah.
it's not. I mean, you cannot put I don't know, mole, the real mole, because it's too heavy. If you don't know the food, it's not easy to
Yeah.
to try it.
We're in Anaheim Hills, by the way. There's probably 3 Mexicans here. Me, Mario, I don't even live here, but my friend Hugo lives down the street. There's probably not very many Mexicans here. You put some freaking giant taco in front of them with like a giant jalapeno or some freaking super hot spicy chili, you're gonna kill them. You could kill somebody
Yeah.
over here in Anaheim. And like you said, a mole. They're like, what is that? Is that chocolate? Is that something for dinner? Is it dessert?
Exactly.
They will freak out.
Exactly. So it was one of the main challenge.
That's
here.
your biggest
So,
challenge
Yeah,
right
to
here.
find the middle point, the
middle ground.
Yeah, exactly.
The middle
so
ground.
now we are having a good success with the neighbors because they accept very good the food. They say, wow, it's awesome in comparison with the past and in comparison with other.
Yeah, I was
Huge.
talking to one of your customers earlier, and he said, this is the second time I came in. I like it. I love it. I do the breakfast burritos. And he's like, that was the thing. He's like, there's not really any good restaurants around here. There's
Yeah.
nowhere to go. Like, there's another drive-in market like this on the other side too. but which has cafes and stuff like that, but
Yeah.
nothing like this. So it's definitely needed here.
Yeah. So actually, in my case, I'm trying to introduce another kind of dishes for the American. I mean, we keep with the burritos. We continue with the street tacos because it's very famous.
Yeah.
But at the end, we are trying to introduce another kind. For example, huevos rancheros, the chimichanga. Um, I mean, we have a mole with our style in order to to try to have a good
Soften it a little bit.
yeah. Yeah.
So, and by the way, Mario knows Mexican food because he's from Mexico City, like
Yeah.
actual Mexico City, like
Yeah.
Mexican. He's full on was born there, so
Yeah, and
he
I
knows
love
the food.
Yeah, and I love the
He
restaurant.
knows the old. Tell me about the mole that you were talking about. It lives forever. like-
Oh yeah, in Mexico we have our we have no. There is a Mexican restaurant. The name is Pujol.
Pujol.
Pujol is one of the most important restaurants around the world. Actually, it was
heard that.
my inspiration when because it's not in Mexico. It's an expensive place, but it's amazing.
Wow.
So I remember when I visited the first time, when I was there for the first time, I remember the food was, oh my gosh, I want to have a business with these quality standards in other moments.
Yeah.
So one of the most famous dishes that they have is the mole, alive.
Alive.
Yeah. If
Why do
you-
they call it alive? Is it because it just continues to cook over
all
time?
day? They are cooking all day.
All day.
I don't know how. I want to know.
And it like breeze or something
Yeah, but it's
like yeast and bread. It's like
yeah, and actually they combine the new mole and the same dish.
Oh, that's right.
With the old mole. So
they have that's why I remember seeing that on like
Yeah.
Netflix or something where they use the mole that they had before.
Exactly.
And it keeps so it's forever.
yeah,
It's forever.
so you need to the idea is that you need to try the old mole with the new mole, and then you need to mix. I mean,
It starts out the
to
base of the
identify-
mole starts out with a actual mole from before, the day before, which that mole base started from the day before and the day before and that. So this mole is like living
900 days.
forever. 900 days.
Yeah, 3 years. More than 3
3
years.
years.
More
Oh
than
my
3 years.
God.
So imagine, please. It's amazing.
So this is a
what they-
taste that you're never gonna get in America. I
Yeah.
mean, this is a taste that's authentic Mexico. That place. That's why it's probably so famous because
Yeah.
you'll never have anything that tastes like that.
Yeah,
anywhere.
exactly. No, it's not easy to find something like that. So
Or start.
it
that
honestly,
base.
he was my inspiration in this industry because the decoration of the plates, the presentation, the ingredients, the toppings, etc. So obviously my prices and my are very different because this is it's not a full service, for example, in
Right,
the
right,
restaurant.
right.
But
But how do you go from pharmaceuticals to perfumes to brokerage to I want to open a restaurant? I think we skipped that part.
Richard Branson. I mean, in some cases, the people say, and you need to put attention in the opinions, but you cannot allow that the opinions define your ideas. So I don't know
Yeah,
if
that's
it
what
makes sense.
we were talking about earlier. Is about like, especially in today where you have Instagram, you have Twitter, you have Facebook. So you're not just getting your family's opinions. You're not just getting your friends' opinions. You're getting the world's opinions instantly.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody say, no, it's impossible, Mario. How? You are, you cannot have a different business. You need to put a lot of attention just in one business. That I mean,
So people were telling you
it's
that.
a strategy. And that's fine. I mean, I cannot say no. You need, it's impossible or it's possible. No, if you want to do that, you need to try. Obviously, everybody knows only the success
Yes.
cases.
Well, I want to be an entrepreneur, so that's just chilling in my Ferrari and with a bunch of chicks
Yeah.
and driving in my yacht, right, and just
Yeah.
hanging out.
Yeah,
Is
exactly.
that the real entrepreneur?
Exactly. Everybody say, "Oh, Mario, it's nice to your Bentley." No, man. Oh, yeah, it's nice, but this is not the entrepreneur part.
Because one of
I'm-
your jobs is you also have a janitorial business.
Yeah,
You
I have a
staffing
janitorial business. So we are talking about of that. So yesterday at night, I was cleaning one of the most important properties I was cleaning.
You were cleaning.
Yeah, I was
Not
cleaning.
your staff.
I was cleaning.
You were cleaning.
And before of that, I was uh, uh, working with my teamwork here, because you need to be very hands on to understand your business. If you are only in
100%.
your with your computer in a Starbucks, listening to your music, that's fine. I mean, it's part of, because you need to make your brainstorming, but it's not. This is not the real life. It is
Yeah.
part of the real life. Obviously, we are drinking a coffee right now.
Blessed to be
That's
drinking.
nice.
Yeah, yeah.
But after this, I need to change
Go
my
back to
clothes.
work.
Exactly.
Well,
So
you said you were here at the restaurant. You were working in the restaurant with your staff. Then your big client calls you. You jet over. You don't call whoever and go take care of that. You jet over there yourself and you
Yeah.
go clean it yourself.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
crazy.
Yeah, if I don't have someone ready to work, I know perfectly how do that, how I need to do that thing. So if someone say, "Hey Mario, I'm sick and I cannot clean today," no worries. Obviously, this is important. Obviously, you cannot spend a lot of time on that, because the most important at this point is the strategy. So if you don't put attention,
strategy.
legal strategies, taxes strategy, I mean, marketing strategy. So it's very important that your mind, that you put your mind on the strategies. But if you don't have a cook, man, I can do that. I don't know. I cannot say, oh, I need to close the door. Or if someone cannot clean a property, I cannot say, oh, sorry, Mr. Client, I cannot. No.
That's so
fuck
huge
it.
because take especially it's so time set, because take for example when COVID hit, so many owners were just like, oh well, I'm done, I can't open, I can't have employees, so my business is done. You can't have that mindset. Like for for the company I work for, Young Nails Incorporated, they have two young, I mean they're my age guys that own the company. When they said, well, we can't have employees, they went in the warehouse, started filling powders, they went in and started filling products, they went in and started packaging products and shipping stuff out. You have to have that mindset as an entrepreneur. Like you can't just like you're not, if stuff hits the fan, you're gonna have to jump in, pitch in, roll up your sleeves and get in the grind, because
Yeah.
your business can literally die, and people's businesses died during COVID. And the same thing but I think you have that mindset all the time. Like you have the mind of like the strategies there. I want to call it the company, right? The company structure, the accounting, the taxes, the how the brand's going to look, but also in the grind, actually the day-to-day process, the processes, the operations, all that stuff is in your mind. That sounds simple the way I say it, but a lot of people think like that. A lot of business owners are just drink the coffee, point the direction, go do, you do, and they don't do anything. And then when stuff hits the fan, like I said, the business falls, and then they wonder why.
No, that actually, that's true. I mean, and your team can understand that when you are working with them, they say, "Wow, Mario, thank you, because you are with us and
They
in
appreciate
the
it.
lines,
There's no like, you're over here and I'm over here.
Yeah, because it's very
Everybody's-
easy. It's very easy to stay here and, hey, why it's not cleaning this? Why? And it's so frustrated for them, because maybe they are making the best effort. So if you are not in the line, you cannot understand a lot of things. So regarding of the COVID crisis, yeah, I mean, actually, we took this business during the COVID crisis.
You did? You
Yeah.
bought it during the COVID?
Yeah.
When did you
And
buy? What 2020?
20, yeah.
Holy
Yeah, we
crap.
closed the deal December 20. Well, we closed the deal during December 20, and we closed the license, the
March.
escrow, etc. during August 21st. 4 months. Yeah, because we have a liquor license, etc.
August 2020.
Yeah, but we bought a business during the COVID crisis, and everybody told me, "Are you crazy, Mario? We are in the pandemic crisis." Yeah, but let me say something. I always say, in the life, the luck,
The luck?
the luck or lucky. The real meaning of lucky is to take advantage of the opportunities.
Take advantage of the opportunities?
Yeah.
So the real meaning of luck is to take advantage of the opportunities.
Yeah. So if you say, "Oh, I'm waiting for a good opportunity," no, man, you need to put attention in the opportunities all the day. So when we were in during COVID, someone told me, "Mario, are you crazy? It's not a good moment. All the restaurants are closing." Yeah, I know. And during this time, the sharks are looking for
To buy out.
yeah.
So while
So we took this business and we took the other business, the coffee shop.
You have
at the
by
same
the
time.
way, he has a coffee shop. We're going to get into that as well. You have another coffee shop in Santa Ana.
Santa Ana. Yeah.
And we're going to have another podcast on that shop specifically for that. We're going to have another follow-up conversation with you and an update on that.
Yeah.
But it's crazy just to hear the way you think about business.
Yeah. So at the end, we are talking about how you decide to open different branches. It's for this because I'm looking the opportunities more than only money or only to open a business. No.
Or do you even look? That's interesting. Do you even look at like what kind of business it is? Not really, huh? You're just like, what's the opportunity?
Yeah. Obviously, I mean, I need to have a connection or match with a business.
That's true.
You know?
The thing you were talking about, you told me earlier too, is that you have to like the business too.
Yeah.
Like you can't just do it. So yeah, you'll take the opportunities, but it's got to be something you're interested in too.
Yeah. So
Why is that important?
passion.
Passion, and that's what my show's about. I'm glad you just said that.
It's the only
Fantastic.
one. If you don't enjoy your activity, please leave it. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not easy. This is not I don't know that it's very common or very famous, this phrase, but this is not a job for me. Obviously, it's so complicated, and in all days say, oh man, why did I decide to open this business? Because it's 7 days open, so we need to be here all days. I need to be alert, but at the end, I enjoy to stay here. When someone say, "Hey Mario, it's amazing the food," in my case, it's like a job. It's
Nice.
a little success in my life. It's a little
Stepping
achievement.
stone.
Yeah.
Stepping stone.
Yeah. So, and at the same time, it's important to consider that you will have bad business. For example, the last week we sold laundromat.
Oh, you had a laundromat.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have.
I have a laundromat.
So you're gonna have successes and you're gonna have failures.
Exactly, because in Instagram, in TikTok, in Facebook, everybody talk about of my huge business, but nobody put attention.
To the L's.
Yeah. How many else do you have in your past?
Yeah.
So.
And if you open as many as you do, you're, the ratio, the chances are there's going to be some losses. You can't just open a bunch of businesses and they're all going to be 36 of them, and then one of them's going to go wrong at some point, right?
Yeah, yeah. So, all the time I'm reading my Instagram, my Facebook, and it's very common to find 7 habits of the billionaires to obtain the money, or 7 skills or 7 activities to obtain the money. In my case, it's trash. I mean, it's not I think that there is not a formula.
There's
for
no
the,
formula
no.
because it goes off the track, right?
Each story is very different. You know, for example. Microsoft, Bill Gates left the school, or Mark Zuckerberg left the school. I have a degree in law, so it's not the same formula. Obviously, I'm not a billionaire, right?
But it helps. So the law, you have a background in law.
Yeah. So, and I believe that I have the skills and my background. It's helping me to run my business. So, At the end, each story is very different. The most important is that you cannot frustrate. You cannot put a lot of attention only in the success. You need to put attention in the big picture. You need to understand the good business and the bad business. And the other thing is, I'm a businessman, if you want to say that. But maybe you don't have the skills, and that's fine. I mean, now everybody wants to be an entrepreneur.
Everybody wants to be an entrepreneur.
All the message in the social media, it's
that's the new baseball player,
Yeah,
the new
yeah, yeah.
pitcher, the new quarterback.
oh, please leave your job. Hold on, why?
Not everybody can own the business, right? There has to be workers.
Exactly, exactly. And you need to be very conscious the liabilities, the problems,
Challenges.
everything, man. Because I always say, I remember when I was on the pharmaceutical industry, I was happy. I was receiving my check at
you're
the end
just
of the
working.
month. Oh, a lot of money, perfect. I don't care if the company today sell or not. It's not my business. Oh well, it's your business. But
8 to 5, 9 to 5, you're just doing your thing.
now,
You gotta worry about everything.
during the night,
Oh, that's
overnight,
nice.
you cannot leave your
When
how
you
can I
walk
say?
out that door, it's the business is still going
all the
for
time.
you. For
all
them,
the time. Yeah.
they can.
When they leave that place, they continue with
their
her
family
or his life.
Mm-hmm.
But in my case, no. When I'm sleeping, I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I need to prepare this campaign, marketing campaign. I want to sell this. I want to buy this. All the time. It's not only to say, oh, I'm a businessman. No, because I have a lot of responsibilities, liabilities. Our staffing company has more than 500 employees.
Holy
You know,
moly.
so I cannot say tomorrow, I can do that. But if you think, I cannot say tomorrow, okay, I want to close the business.
500
I want to
people are
take my
gone.
money to travel around the world, and I don't care anything
Dang.
else.
500 people will be out of work.
Families,
Families.
not people, families
Wow.
in those industry, in the restaurant, in the coffee shop, in in the flipping. So in general, it's not. You have a lot of obligations on your mind, or liabilities on your mind. So,
But not everybody has that. I think that's interesting about you is because not every business owner is like thinking about their employees or worried about if this business shuts down, families are going to be out of food, out of their mortgage, their rents. You're actually having that aspect of thinking about having empathy for the employees that work for you.
yeah, actually, it's a reason. Honestly, and I can say, very, very pretty sure that one of the success of this business, it's my human resource. They love the place. They don't love only the job, or they don't love me. They love the place.
The atmosphere, is that what it is?
I'm talking about my employees. They love. If you talk, if you want to talk.
I was talking to them before. They were done chalking it up.
She say, "I love
everything."
And when when I talk with them, when I'm talking with them, and I say, "Hey, I want to change the tables because we are waiting the tables, the new tables." They are so happy. Yeah, good job. I'm so happy to receive another change in the menu, in the place. So if you put a lot of attention in your human resource, you will have a lot of success in your
That's
business.
huge.
It's the most important. The people now only put focus in my imagine, or in the imagine, in the presentation, in myself.
Look, me,
Yeah.
me.
If you check the owners of the several restaurants, Mexican restaurants mainly, they talk about of the team, but all the time I am, it's.
Oh yeah, it's Mexico. We're Latino.
Yeah, so,
we're
yeah,
very proud. And
I was a dishwasher. Amen. I was dishwasher too, and the difference is I'm continue
dishwashing. The difference is you continue just exactly.
Yesterday you can talk with them. You can check my records, my cameras. Yesterday I was cleaning. I was washing the floor because it's necessary. Obviously, other the other challenge here it's the area. It's not easy to find employees for this area. Actually, we have a clients pretty close to here in Yorba Linda, and it's not easy to assign people personnel to clean, to
From
cook.
this area that live close.
Yeah,
'Cause this is-
yeah, because we are in the middle of Corona and in the middle of Santa Ana.
Right.
So this is the second one. I'm short with my staff, with
you
the
can
chef.
find a lot of people in Santa Ana, in Corona, Anaheim Hills.
It's in the
These
middle
are all
one.
the
No,
owners.
nobody wants. Yeah.
These all own the they
Yeah.
own the businesses.
Yeah.
So they're going out to LA or they're going
Exactly,
out to
exactly.
So it's hard to find
So it's not easy. So you need to be prepared. If someone call off, hey Mario, I cannot do work today. That's fine. Obviously, I don't like it because I need to put
'Cause you
my
have other-
my
you have
mind
other
in the
businesses.
strategy. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
But if you need to use the tools, if you need to work, that's perfect.
That's a good example.
It's real.
So it's crazy because I mean I keep saying this, but like that's not common. It's not like literally if somebody called out of like some businesses if somebody called like sandwich shop for instance, if the sandwich guy on the line calls out, the guy's like, well, we're closed Tuesday. You're like, hell no, I'm getting on the line, I'm making sandwiches, I'm cutting meat, I'm cutting bread, whatever I gotta do to keep the doors open. That's rare, dude. That's not
Yeah.
that's
No, it's not common. But believe me, the most important it's the employees.
the employees.
Yeah, because in my case, I'm very lucky, man. They take care of my business
Yeah.
like if they are the business owners. I don't know. If it
Yeah,
makes
they
sense.
take it. They take ownership of what they're doing.
Yeah, yeah, they taking care of the money, of the resources. Hey Mario, the portion control that's not fine. So I'm so happy.
They
I'm
care.
blessed about that because I don't need to be here. I want to be here, but if I cannot do that, it's not necessary. They can.
They were here. They were here early. They opened the doors. They were here at like 8 o'clock. This place doesn't open until 9 o'clock. They're here like an hour early. They're opening the business. They're warming up the beans. They've got the hash browns on the freaking plancha over there. They're getting stuff ready for the breakfast. And so people are walking in, and then you get here later. It's like somebody's taking care of it. I mean, why wouldn't a business owner want to be nice to the person that's opening the doors to their 2,000 square foot building, which has a stove, which has fire, which has money, which has all these, people coming in. You have to trust these people. You have to be good to these people, right?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I'm so lucky, man,
It's crazy.
to have my
man.
business.
And how long has it? So this has been open since 2020. It's now 2022, and it's just you're experimenting with some of the.
I'm learning. Well, we are learning. Honestly, I'm pretty new. I'm a baby in this industry.
You've never had a restaurant.
I'm
This is your first restaurant.
Yeah, it's my first restaurant after the coffee shop. But the coffee shop, it's very different. It's you
Coffee.
You will be there.
You guys get sandwiches and stuff like that.
No, we introduce a short menu, but it's delicious. It's amazing. But
I can't wait.
we
to go
can
to
talk
that.
about
yes,
it
yes,
after.
Yes, I can't wait.
Later. So, no, I'm new here. We are spending a lot of money in the renovation of the place. We are waiting to conclude with the activities. It's not ready yet.
You're gonna get newer tables, you said?
Yeah, new
These tables,
tables.
everything looks pretty nice here. I'm surprised.
Someone, a good friend, will paint something
Do a
here.
mural?
Yeah,
Oh,
mural
nice.
here and outside. We will put a patio outside with a fireplace. I mean, I have a lot of ideas.
Oh, there's
yeah.
room outside?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. We
crazy.
will change the old furnitures outside.
Oh, nice.
So we are working very
You
hard
got
to
TVs in here.
yeah
Lighting's
to
nice.
introduce to understand the business in order to open a second one. Obviously,
Because that's another thing is you're gonna open another restaurant.
yeah, we want to open another one or two more during these years. It's our target.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah, but
So what are those restaurants gonna be? You think?
I want to have one of them in Corona and the other one in Santa Ana,
Okay. And what kind of food are you thinking?
real Mexican. Well,
Oh, both Mexican.
my concept, my idea, or our idea, is to have the same brand,
So
but
Frida and Diego.
Frida and Diego, the
Okay.
same brand.
So a
But-
little franchise of your own. Not a franchise,
No
but
franchise.
your
I don't like the
personal
franchise. I have 5 franchise in my portfolio, and I hate it.
Oh,
If someone
someone wants,
can,
someone wants to buy. DM.
it's not a good
DM,
idea.
DM.
It's a good idea if you want to pay to understand, to have the knowledge.
Yeah.
But it's the concept of franchise. It's not to make money, honestly. And we can talk about
Yeah, that's
after
another.
that. Yeah,
no.
it's another conversation. But I have 5 franchise in my portfolio. No, I want to have the same brand in my restaurants, but I want to have a different concept in each of them. For example, what happened if you are in Orange County and you visit whatever Culichita, Baja Fish.
Yeah. Fresh, Baja Fresh.
It's the same concept in different areas.
Yeah. It's all the same.
What happened if you are living here? I don't want to try the Baja Fresh in Oceanside. I mean, why? It's the same if we have a Baja Fish or Baja Fresh in front of. My idea is to have a Frida and Diego with the same concept, with the same quality standards, but with different menu. For example, Frida and Diego Bistro, Frida and Diego Mediterranean, Frida and Diego Italian food.
Oh.
Maybe any fusion between Mexican and Italian food, something like that.
Wow.
In order that you can visit each property.
You'll have to go if you're if
Exactly.
they love the brand Frida and
Exactly.
Diego. They want to
You
see
know
what
what
you're
is
doing.
what is the standard. You know that it's a synonym of quality.
Right.
But I want to try how it's the menu.
That's different.
Here,
That's
you know?
different because like Starbucks cookie cutter.
It's the same,
Starbucks
yeah,
same
cookie cutter.
Ma-
And it's a good
McDonald's,
idea.
You expect the McDonald's Big Mac to be the same.
And
right
you
as
know
every
why?
guy?
Because they are savings.
Yeah.
Because they have the same menu for all of them.
Same vendors.
But when your core business it's only the money, it's a problem. It's not a problem. It's a result. You only put attention to have savings, to have
The bottom line.
yeah.
You're worried about the bottom
In
line.
my case, I mean obviously I need a pay bills and a lot of things.
Yeah.
But I have the patience to develop my brand. I don't care at this moment if I need to buy a different supplies or different condiments or different,
Work with different vendors
Exactly.
on one
For
restaurant.
this
and
restaurant.
And work on a different.
because my
You have 2 separate vendors
Yeah.
most of the time. If
Maybe-
you're doing it like that.
exactly maybe I if you want to have a best result, you need to keep the same menu in all of your properties.
Well, this is crazy talk, so I want to stop you. You're saying, because most corporations, most entrepreneurs, business owners think about the bottom line. How much is this going to make? How can we cut costs? How can we make everything look the same to make money? You're saying you have the patience to develop a brand and it's unique, each one.
It's not easy. It's not a easy concept, and maybe if someone
Well, this is
hear
new. This
that,
is, I have not heard this
he
before.
said,
This is,
"Nah, this guy is crazy." Probably. I mean,
awesome,
at
bro.
the end, I'm not an expert.
you're doing it. Do it.
Again, I'm not a billionaire. I'm not a. But I have clear. What can I do? What is my goal? What is my plan?
You're clear
So-
on what you want to do.
Yeah. So I want to have a good recognition.
Recognition.
Yeah, in this country, but not only because I have a fireworks in my dishes and I have a party. Yeah, it's a good idea, but it's another concept. It's not my concept. My concept is quality standards, good meals, uh, good places. And if you are here and you say and you find a Frida and Diego in this shopping mall, you can think, oh, we need to try here, because I'm pretty sure that it's different in comparison with another one, but it's gonna be delicious.
Wow.
It's my idea.
That's a totally different
It's my
strategy.
idea.
Right?
It's my idea.
That is very interesting. That is very
Believe me, someone told me 3 years ago, hey Mario, I have a partner in the construction business. So he told me, hey Mario, we can buy a restaurant in Los Alamitos, and after 5 years, we can open more than 20 locations, and then we can sell the brand. Honestly, my first perception was, no, I don't like to do that. I mean, if at the end of the process someone offer,
because that's always the in line. You want to create a business that's tight, that's logistically that has processes that moves well, and then sell it. That's always usually the end goal of most people that own a business.
yeah,
It's usually the end goal.
exactly.
But for you, it's
but
different.
but it's not a good idea, at least in my opinion. At the end, maximum respect if someone thinks that it's a good idea.
But you hold on to these babies.
Yeah, but
So you like this is your
it's
baby.
it's the main problem of the entrepreneur guys, that you think that is your baby. No, man, it's not your baby. Maybe you love it, obviously, because I mean, I was working here overnight, checking the renovation. I mean, I spend a lot of money here, a lot of time here, but it's not my baby. So
Oh.
my recommendation is all businessmen or all entrepreneurs needs to be ready to receive an offer.
Oh, okay. So it's not your baby. I was wrong. So you are looking to receive an offer.
Yeah, it's probably, and you need to open of the idea. Obviously, you need to check if it's a good offer, if you have a plan B, because nobody has a plan B. It's a problem in the life. If you are in the my expertise was in negotiation of agreements. So if you are in a negotiation, it's probably that you don't have a plan B. Only you have a plan A. So the problem is during the negotiation something is changing, maybe you will accept something worse than plan B. That if you have a plan
Because
B,
you don't have plan B.
You know,
yes.
it's
it gives
like
you
a-
an advantage. If you have plan
Yeah,
B, you're
exactly.
coming in with a strong advantage.
Exactly. I mean, hey Mario, I'm selling this bottle. Okay, how much is it? $5. Perfect. And I'm thinking, okay, I don't want to reduce my price. $5, it's my price. Okay, I don't have plan B. What happens if you say, okay, Mario, I like
give you
it,
3.
but I don't want to use the water, only the bottle. Obviously, I cannot pay $5.
Yeah.
It's a good argument. Oh, okay, I can sell by $2. At the moment, you are making decisions, but you don't have plan B. Maybe at the end of your analysis, you can say, I don't care. I mean, I can reduce $1, $4, because I'm selling the old concept, the bottle with the water inside. But if you don't have plan B, maybe your last decision was
You don't have the leverage.
yeah, exactly.
You don't have the leverage.
So in the process of the business, it happens this.
So you're willing to take the offer, but so then what made you stop that deal? That deal where the guy was like, we're going to open up a bunch of them and then eventually we'll sell them. What's the difference between that and taking a deal?
What was that?
So the business that you said you would open in Alameda,
Mm-hmm.
and then you'd open up like 20
Uh-huh.
more, and then he said he'll sell them off.
Yeah.
But you weren't willing to do that. Why weren't you willing to do that?
I mean,
Because you said you're open.
because it's not my
offers.
driver. It's different. You need to be ready if the opportunity is in front of you.
Oh, okay.
Remember, in my mind, you need to be ready to understand, to identify the opportunity. But it's not my driver. I'm not working here only to, hey, do you like it? I can sell the business.
Oh, so in the upfront, you don't want it to be about selling the business.
no.
At the end, if it happens, it happens. but not in the up. That you don't want that to be that's what the driver. Like you
Exactly.
use the
So,
word driver. That's
exactly.
the way.
So let me share what happened with the business, with the restaurant.
Okay.
My business partner opened with another guy. After 3 years, they have a deal breaker, because at the end, the driver of one of them was sell the business, and the other guy was
Liking it too much, huh?
increase the business. I mean, honestly, I was thinking about it. I don't want to open a business only for sale. It's different if you buy a house and flipping. I'm working in a house in Anaheim. We are making the renovation, the submitting plans, etc. Because it's
That's
a
another
business
thing you're
I
doing.
need to take and sell. This is the real estate business. It's very different. So you need to understand what is your business. This kind of business needs love, patience, a lot of feelings. If at the end of, if during the process someone wants to offer to buy your business, you need to be ready like an entrepreneur, because a lot of guys say, no, it's my baby, I don't want to
Yeah.
sell. Hey man, take the money, and if you have the skills, if you have the vision, etc., you can open another thing. I'm not talking about of the restaurant probably, because it's so tired to work here. But if you have the talent, if you believe, or if you trust on yourself, take the money and open another thing.
Wow. Right.
But nobody, it's common that the people has a lot of, um, I don't know, how can I say, fears
yeah.
to think about it.
Let go of that.
I'm
Let
not
go of
I'm
that.
not thinking to sell this business, believe me. But
But when the time comes, you're ready.
if someone say, hey Mario, I want to pay, why? Because I'm trust on me, and I think that we can make another thing. I don't know if restaurants or not, but I'm
Well,
trust on my
that's
capabilities.
your record. You obviously coded. You've done multiple things, so
Yeah.
it's not
Yeah.
impossible for you. That's
Yeah.
for sure.
So in my opinion, the most important is the driver. You need to, if you are trying to open your business, you need to. The first question that I think the first question that you need to put in the table is why.
The why. I talk about
What
that a
is the
lot in the show.
reason?
The why.
And it's not necessary to have a lot of arguments. It's because yes, I love it. This industry, perfect. It's enough. I mean, honestly, I prefer a simple answer like, because I love the food
So it doesn't have to be
more
like this
than,
long drawn
oh
out
yeah, because I want.
3-page.
If you ask me, hey Mario, why the laundromat? Simple. I, I, in my opinion, it was a business that you don't need to be there all the time. It's easier to control. It's blah blah blah. That's it.
That was your
It's
why.
not my passion. My passion to have a laundromat. I mean, it's boring at the end of the day.
But that was enough for that business. That was the why for that. What was the why for perfumes?
Yeah.
What was the why for perfumes?
The reason of the perfumes was my wife. She loves the perfumes. We have a personal story regarding of the perfumes.
Well, if it's your wife, like anybody who's married, that's good enough reason to your wife say you're going.
Yeah.
So that's the perfume. What about the restaurant? What was the why for the restaurant?
What?
Why, like why? You may have mentioned it earlier, but why did you decide to get into the restaurant business?
I when I was studying the university, at the same time I was thinking, I want to be chef. I like the cook. I like.
you like
I
cooking?
enjoy. Yeah, I like.
Okay,
it.
cool.
So, but honestly, I prefer to be, well, to be lawyer. So I was in the middle of that. Obviously, I understood that it's easier to open a restaurant more than open a legal
A law firm.
a law firm, because you need to have a certification, etc. In comparison with this, you can buy, you can hire
Yeah.
for someone.
You buy
to
the
prepare.
building, you hire a chef, you hire
Yeah,
a couple employees.
but because it was the story of Frida and Diego. I talked with Ruben, and I told him, hey, Ruben, this is my concept. I want to work on this. Okay, boss. He was preparing for me. Hey, what do you think about this, about that, etc. So, uh, and honestly, the other part it's because I'm far away of my country. So I'm alone in this country. My family is in Mexico. So in some cases, I think that like an immigrant, you are looking for a little land of your country, a little space in.
Is it kind of like you
Like,
want to bring a little piece of home
yeah,
here?
yeah, a little
Like-
bit.
like-
To say, obviously, it's not a real Mexican.
Unless you
food.
go there, you're not going to get. You're not in Mexico, but to bring a little piece of home here,
Exactly,
is-
but it's
makes you feel better.
Yeah, it's like a
Gives you
in
comfort?
yeah, it's in my home. It's just a little part or little branch of my
Little piece of
country,
home.
because I can put the Mexican channels in the TVs and nobody can say, hey. I can understand it. It's a Mexican restaurant, bro. We can speak in
You can play
English.
whatever you want. over here.
Obviously, we try to take care of the clients
yeah.
because it's not easy. The topic of the migration situation. I have a lot of uh, followers of Trump. One of the most important clients that we have, he was a partner of Donald Trump. So it's so weird, you know. It's like
there's always that that challenge.
we
that-
understand
There's
it's-
some good conversations that happen here.
yeah,
Then.
yeah, no, and I love her. She's a beautiful lady. She's all the time talking about with me regarding of the politician situation, etc. It's a little bit it's so weird. It's like
But it's great because it's the American dream. Your like literal American dream. Like you're an immigrant from Mexico. You come here as a businessman. You decide to open up multiple businesses. You're in an area like Anaheim Hills with successful other business area people as well. You know, and with different backgrounds, different cultures, it's the melting pot that America is meant to be. And so it's cool to have that happen here at your restaurant, like in this little myopia of like to have that like just.
well, let me say, let me be very honest, right, Ray. Honestly, there are many cases, very cases, interesting cases on the street. I mean, it's not like a wow, your story of life, it's amazing. I think that only we made the decisions to change, to leave my job because I was in the best position in my life. I achieved my personal goal, so I said enough. I'm fine. Actually, I left my company in my birthday. I decided to leave my company in my birthday.
This was your gift.
After a good results of the year, so it was like enough. I want to have another personal challenge. Obviously, when, for example, I know someone. It's a guy that he's a landscape. He has a landscaping company. He's 50 or 60 years old. He obviously he doesn't speak English. Nothing. I mean, my English it's not it's not a good. But
Fine. I
I'm
think you've been
trying.
speaking for like 45 minutes already.
Yeah, but
No.
he doesn't speak English. He doesn't write. He doesn't. And he has a huge company, man.
You run
So when you talk with him, it's like wow, how? Yeah, I crossed the border a lot of several years ago. So my conditions at the beginning was terrible. So when I when I have this comparison in my life, I say, oh man.
when you think about him,
Yeah, I mean,
you're like,
he's awesome. I'm not awesome.
yeah.
I studied. In some cases, you need to understand that you. How can I say in English? It's the results. It's obviously because I studied in Mexico, because I received the knowledge for the business.
Yeah.
You know, I have an experience in business and corporation. So at the end, it's obviously that this is the result. But when someone has nothing.
and starts from ground zero and creates this business.
Yeah, for example,
doesn't speak English, doesn't write English.
Let me say something. Aline is my wife. She's a real entrepreneur. She was like Amazon in a little desktop. She began with the company. In my case, was a complement of the business because I was when it's important this when I talking about a patient financial patient. I have financial patient or
Patience.
patience
Patience, yes.
to increase the business because I have another another I have a salary, for example, of my company.
Right.
So
right.
I don't need to take the money right now of this business. I can invest immediately.
Reinvest.
Yeah, reinvest. So when I was working on the project, I was working in my company. She was working on here. So at the end, it was a complement.
She was able to that little business helped sustain your goals, like what you were doing.
Yeah, because it's not easy.
That's huge.
In some cases, that you cannot increase if you are waiting the profit of your
For
business.
the revenue, you're waiting for the revenue to come. Doesn't come right away. Right?
I understand why. In some cases, it's not easy because now, for example, I don't have revenue, but if I receive a little bit, I can reinvest immediately. Other owners cannot do that, and it's the reason that they are working 24 hours in the business. So, but well, at the end, I want to say that in my opinion, it's not my wow. It's not as
I don't know,
huge
bro.
story.
I don't know. I think what you do is amazing. I think people that are listening are going to know it's amazing. You know, you have two people that came from two different, started in two different ways. You had an education, you had a background in law. The other guy had nothing, but still, I think the one thing you had, I think there's a word in Spanish called ganas, right? It's like you had something that you guys actually do the work.
Ganas.
Bottom line.
Yeah, and the other thing is to understand when I was living in Guatemala in Central America. And in Mexico, obviously, I have a properties. So I remember my social position. I don't know if Mexico.
Social status.
Exactly.
There
Social status. So it was fancy. One of the personal challenge is this. It's, oh man, I'm the attorney, I'm the lawyer, because everybody thinks like, I'm the lawyer and I'm cleaning the restroom.
Oh.
Yes, sir.
So the people look down on you, like
it's
especially in the Mexican culture.
Yeah.
Because we like cheesemen, we like cheesemen. Like,
it's not easy
look at
for
Mario,
us.
He's cleaning.
It's not easy for us, and no, for nobody. I mean, believe me, if you now are driving a good car and tomorrow you need to take the bus, it's not easy to
I emailed
understand.
you yesterday because my car, we were supposed to do this yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
I needed ball joints on the 69 Impala. By the way, you can sponsor my channel $1 a month, as little as $1 a month. I had to get the ball joints on the 69 to drive over here, and
it's not easy to accept. At the moment you think, okay, tomorrow I will have my car, but
you don't know
please
that.
Imagine if you don't have a specific date that you will have again all of your properties, your items, your etc., your goods. So in my case, and I think that it could be another example for the people. It's you need to leave that. I mean, it's not important. You cannot allow these things define your person. I mean, if today I'm driving a good car, but during the afternoon I clean in the restroom, that's fine, man. Believe me, you need to take care with the information in Instagram, because that's not true.
We're going back to the first
It's
point
not
you're
true.
making. Like, don't worry about don't give a freak what people think about you. Whether it's in person, in Instagram, in Facebook, in Twitch, you have to move. That's what I think you're teaching me a lot about that.
Yeah, everybody, and each story is different. I know someone that obtain a lot of money because he have a good deal. But maybe in my case, I need to work for a long time to have the same
Success.
gains. So, yeah, so it's not a formula, and you need to leave a little bit this part to focus on in your career, in your activities, in your work. Maybe I'll leave the comparison. It's so frustrated. For example, the next business next to the
Next door.
next door. It's a beautiful business. It's a sports bar. He has a lot of clients.
Clientele.
So at the beginning, my employees told me, "Hey Mario, they have a lot of clients. That's perfect. I mean, you know why I'm thinking?
They're gonna
That's
come here and eat.
perfect. Exactly.
After you drink, you're gonna want to eat.
I don't know what is the name in English, but now we can be like the. Is there a little fish behind of the sharks? I don't know what is the name in
The
English.
bait. You got the bait.
And that's perfect.
All you gotta do is put a little burrito out the door, and they'll come to get it.
That's perfect. That's
Yeah.
fine. I mean, you cannot be frustrated because maybe we are not ready to receive all of those clients.
So
You need to.
a lot of people are
understand.
comparing themselves,
No.
comparing, and then it draws your mind down. Then you get in this zone where you're just only thinking about, oh, what do I don't have? What I don't have. You're just like, let's get to the goal. Let's get to the goal. Let's go, go,
Exactly.
go, go, go.
It's important to have your idols, your goals very clear. And honestly, I want to have my business like the next door.
Of course.
In the future.
Yeah.
Maybe not right now because I don't have the stuff completed. I don't have my tables. I don't know. So imagine if I'm thinking all the time, oh, why I don't have the people?
You'll drive
I
me
mean,
crazy.
Put
Even when you
attention.
do, you'll want more, and you'll want more, and you want more.
Yeah.
You're never happy.
Yeah, and it happens in the real life. Everybody say, oh, why I don't have 100 millions of followers?
Yeah.
I mean, it's important to have metrics
Yeah.
because it's important, but it's not. Believe, in my opinion, it's not the main driver in your life.
Right.
Your driver should be to be satisfied.
Just like satisfied of what you have, like content.
Exactly, because in some points you can say, I'm satisfied, but I understand that this is not my business. What happened? I love to sing. I in some cases I heard this phrase. I love to sing opera. Okay, but you don't have the structure to.
You were not
to
made
sing.
to sing opera.
But I love it.
You can love all
Yeah,
you want.
this download by Spotify. You know, I mean,
Download it. Download the three tenors on Spotify.
Yeah, but I mean, because we think that you need to be the best around the world. You need to be the number one. You need to be the. Hey, in some cases it's not necessary.
So maybe it's like, you think it's like, just be what you are, what you're meant to be.
Yeah, because you need to understand the big picture at the same. One of the mainly reasons to left my work was my little daughter. When
How old's your daughter?
3 years,
3 years. You have one
Yeah.
daughter? Or?
just one, the only one. And honestly, I was analyzing my situation in the company, so I thought, man, if I'm continuing this company, I will not have time. I will not have time to spend with my baby because I'm in this office 16 years old, 16 hours per day.
You never see your kids. Yeah, that's one
I'm
one cool thing about COVID was we were able to work from
Yeah,
home. To
I'm
see our
traveling
kids.
around the world. Well, around the Central America all the time. So it's not a good idea for my life. When I left my country and I arrived to North America, we changed of the office. We buy an office in Santa Ana, and it was a beautiful time because my baby was next to me
Wow.
in a
the
little
office.
bed in my office all the time.
Nice, bro.
So maybe I can make a lot of money, more money, a lot of money. But what is the cost of the invoice?
The cost.
My baby? I don't care, man. I'm fine. I don't want to say that, oh, that's fine, my life. I don't want to increase. No, no, no. I want to increase, but I want to have an establishment in my life.
Balance.
Balance. So, in some cases, the people think, ah, I want to be the best,
Hustle, hustle, hustle,
and
hustle.
could be possible. But please analyze the other part of the story.
Uh,
What about with the family situation?
your wife, your kids.
It's, you need to define your concept of success. What is your concept? My concept? Obviously, if I want to have a Ferrari in my garage, but I want to have a, the best memories with my
So
baby.
if you can't have both, you're okay with it.
That's perfect. I mean, let me know how, because this is a real formula. I don't know if I can do that or not. In my opinion, it's not easy because obviously you need to sacrifice.
Yeah.
You cannot. Let me say something. Someone in my life told me, "Hey Mario, you want to have everything in the life," and I told him, "Yeah, for sure. Obviously,
Everybody does.
Yeah.
Who wouldn't?
After 5 years, after 3 years, my answer is different, and I can say, yes, I want, but I'm very clear that I cannot do that. So, what I prefer is have spend my time with my baby, or spend my time to obtain a car. The balance.
That's
So,
huge, man. That's
obviously, I'm if I need to, and it's the reason that maybe I'm entrepreneur, because I don't want to comply and exactly shift in a company, and maybe I have the opportunity to say, okay, today is the soccer classes of my baby,
Bounce
or
out for an hour
yeah,
and go
give
do
me,
that.
yeah, give me chance.
Yeah.
And obviously it's very important this for me, but it's not my driver. It's the reason that it's not only the money to make the money. I have everything. I'm so blessed person, blessed man, because I have a beautiful baby. um, Another thing, you need to I don't know how can I say, but the people put a lot of attention in the body, for example, and it's important.
Being fit.
Yeah, to be fit in the aspect in your look. But what happened with the internal situation with before to have my baby, we traveled around the world, 7 wonders. We visited the 7 wonders around the world.
Great Wall, China. All those
China,
different- everything.
Machu Picchu,
Wow.
Chichen Itza, and now I'm satisfied this part. Maybe the story could be different if in the past we decide to put on hold the travels and continue very hard with the business. I don't know if
So like,
it makes sense.
if you decided to
If
do that,
you- if-
if you decided to stop the travels and do the business.
Maybe our position now could be different.
Yeah,
But-
of course. The logic is that you would have more money now because you had taken that time to focus on your business,
Yeah, but
but you lost a bunch of time with your family.
no,
that's-
you know.
yeah.
So the, again,
It's a-
each
it's-
story is very different.
Yeah.
It's not my when I took the coffee shop. One of the reasons of the coffee shop, because I love the coffee, obviously, but I decided to open a place to bring or to make workshops, conferences.
That's at the coffee place.
It's
so that's your
it's
plan.
the idea.
That's your
It
plan.
was the idea to have an space. Obviously, make
To
a
have
money.
a place where minds can come together and
Exactly.
and-
My idea is it's to have an interviews with someone that, in my opinion, it's
has potential.
a potential talent person. And it's not it's not the same to a billionaire. No, no, no. someone that maybe studied here, or has a business or whatever, a foundation, okay, whatever. So because I want to help to my community, to my uh, to the Hispanic community. So obviously I want to make money. Amen. It's important.
But that's not your driver. Going back
You
to
can run at the same time your ideas. Obviously, I need to pay bills, I need to pay rent.
that. Yeah.
But what is the real meaning of your business right now? You are helping or not, maybe it's not necessary. Remember the laundromat. Laundromat is my best example. It's only make money.
It's the outer like your outlier.
Yeah.
Your you know.
That's it. What happened? I closed the business because, in my opinion, it's important to have a driver.
That wasn't your passion. That was just a business. You make money. That was
Exactly.
So you're. I mean, of course, you have that ability. That's easy for you, but you're doing these other businesses for other reasons, and that's what's amazing.
Yeah, when you are opening your business, you need to consider all of this aspect. If you are only making money, that's perfect. I mean, yeah, that's good. No? You don't need to have several reasons all the time. But I'm pretty sure that you can enjoy more than if you have a real driver or another drivers more than only make a money. The people can feel, can identify when you are here only because you are making money or you are here because you love your place. Yesterday when the guy told me, hey Mario, it's not the best food. I don't know what was my face because he came back and he told me, I will give you the second chance. I promise you. Maybe because I was very very concerned regarding of the feedback.
The quality, yeah.
Yeah, why? But it's not only yeah, fuck it, man, I don't care. No, it's
You're ready to make the change if you had to.
exactly
if you, whatever.
immediately.
Yeah.
I took the plate or the dish. I tried to understand the feedback because believe me, I want to be recognized for the quality standards, not for the place, not only for because it's funny, because it's so luxury.
Yeah.
It's part of, but it's not the core business of my business in comparison with other ones. Maximum respect, they have a lot of experience. I'm talking about of different restaurants, but I can identify that they are living the main goal
Yeah.
of the business.
Yeah.
They are put a lot of attention in to be famous, to
Self.
be oh yeah, it's a beautiful party. Believe me, all the time I'm checking the social media and wow, it's a good party. But what about with the taste? What about with the flavor? What about with the
The product, right? Yeah.
do you have an idea if you have a good comments regarding of your product? Now I understand that the product is different. It's not the meal. It's
the brand.
a brand,
It's the
and
brand,
that's
of course.
perfect.
That's the thing. right now, yeah.
But you cannot say, "Oh, I'm the best restaurant around the world." No, bro.
Yeah.
You have maybe you have the best concept.
Well, that happens. The brand could be fantastic, and then you go in there, and I've done this, and I do it live, and I don't care. And that's why I talked to you earlier when I came in. I said, Mario, I don't do fluff and happiness. I want to hear your story. I want to hear your history. I want to hear your losses, your gains, your wins. Dude, I got more than that today, my brother. Dude,
That's a pleasure.
I'm going to stop you because we're going to continue to talk. If you didn't learn anything with Mario today, you must be dead because I learned so much with you, bro. And I'm going to continue this. I want to stop you because we're going to continue at the cafe for the next podcast. Dude, I thought I got more than what I could have imagined. I learned so much from you, bro. I appreciate you giving me the time today.
Thank you, Ray,
It's awesome. Mario Mendoza
yes.
with Diego and Frida Restaurant, with cafes, with real estate. This guy is more than an entrepreneur. He has a passion for business. opening up businesses and having a reason for doing it, having a driver that means something to him. That's what he's all about. I hope you enjoyed my discussion with Mario. There's going to be more. This guy's going to be on all the time. Guys, by the way, if you want to help support the channel, you hit that button on Spotify, hit that button on iTunes, the support button. You can support this channel with $1 a month. I don't care, anything. Help us continue this. This food, I'm probably gonna pay. I pay most of the time I go to eat. I pay for it. The gas I get to the place, I pay for it. If you can help us out, that'd be great. But nonetheless, even if you don't, we love hearing from you. DM me on my Instagram, RaceFlaves. Go to my website, raceflaves.com. I'm probably gonna write a story about this guy because I've learned so much. I'm gonna sit with him a little bit longer. You guys have a wonderful day. Take care.
Bye.
My
Thank
man,
you.
dude.
Bye.